achieved.
What's going on, everyone? I'm Scylol, and today we'll be taking a look at the crafting in Guild Wars 2. Crafting is a great way to create gear for your character or to sell it for some quick cash. In Guild Wars 2, there are 8 crafting disciplines that a player can select, 3 weapon and armor disciplines, an accessory discipline, and a cooking discipline. The first weapon discipline is Weaponsmith. Weaponsmiths craft melee weapons such as swords, axes, and hammers. Swords are used by guardians, warriors, rangers, and thieves. Axes are used by warriors, rangers, and necromancers. And hammers are used by only guardians and warriors. The second weapon discipline is Huntsmen. Huntsmen craft ranged weapons like bows and pistols, as well as torches and war horns. Bows are used by warriors, rangers, and thieves. Pistols are used by engineers and thieves. Torches are used by guardians and rangers. And war horns are used by warriors, necromancers, and rangers. The last weapon discipline is Artificer. Artificers craft weapons such as staves and scepters, both of which are only used by the guardian, the elementalist, and the necromancer. The 3 types of armor disciplines are Armorsmith, Leatherworker, and Tailor. The Armorsmith crafts heavy armor pieces that are used by the warrior and the guardian. The Leatherworker crafts medium armor pieces that are used by the ranger, the thief, and the engineer. Tailor crafts light armor pieces that are used by the elementalist, the necromancer, and the unknown class. The last 2 disciplines are Jewel Crafter and Cook. The Jewel Crafter can craft jewelry such as rings and necklaces, and the cook can prepare food which characters can eat for temporary combat buffs. Most disciplines are able to upgrade their gear. Weaponsmiths can craft an item that can be attached to a melee weapon that gives the weapon a chance to burn enemies for additional damage. Each armor discipline has a different type of upgrade component. Talismans are used to upgrade heavy armor, and buffs might include plus 10 strength, plus 5% crit chance, and plus 10 to all attributes. Marks are used to upgrade medium armor, with buffs such as boost to vitality, health, or power, and crests are used to upgrade light armor, with buffs such as increases to health and intelligence. There are a max of 400 skill points in each discipline. It isn't like most MMOs where there is a chance that you get a skill level when you craft something. In Guild Wars 2, the disciplines have experience bars, and every time you create something, you get experience towards the next skill point. A player can only have 2 disciplines at a time, but are able to change disciplines whenever they want. This is an awesome feature in Guild Wars 2. Let's say that you have 2 400 skill disciplines, but you want to craft other gear for your character. All you have to do is drop one of your disciplines and pick up the one that you want from a master craftsman in a major city. When you go back to the discipline that you dropped, you regain all of the skill points earned and all of the recipes that you had. I really like this feature. This allows people to get everything out of the crafting world by themselves and can be rewarding for those who invest time in leveling up all 8 disciplines. It is to be noted that the cost of changing disciplines increases with the skill level in that discipline. So if you are changing back to a 400 skill discipline, it will be more expensive than changing to a discipline with only a few points in it. Now it's time for Gathering. In many MMOs that I've played, Gathering usually filled up one of those discipline slots. In Guild Wars 2, it's totally different. In order to make all the cool weapons and gear, you first need materials. There are 3 different ways to get crafting materials in Guild Wars 2. The first is salvage kits. These kits allow you to convert items you don't need anymore into crafting materials. The second is harvesting. Things such as mining ore veins and gathering plants and trees can be harvested for materials. And the third is simple, looting. When you slay an enemy, they have a chance to drop some crafting material. If you've ever gathered resources in an MMO, ore veins and plants usually disappear after one player loots it. This gets old fast, because there's always that one guy out there that is just quicker than you. Or maybe you're mining a vein, then a monster starts to attack you, and some random guy runs over and steals it. It happens to most of us, and it's very frustrating. Don't worry though, Guild Wars 2 has an answer for this, as they do for many things. A node in Guild Wars 2, such as a copper vein or a herb, can be looted by everyone and will not despawn after the first time. When you want to start crafting the gear, with all of the materials that you have acquired, you have to go to a crafting station, which can be found in major cities around the world. When you go to a crafting station, an interface will open where you can combine up to 4 types of materials. When the correct items are added to the interface, you are able to craft an item. When you drag the materials into the boxes, it will tell you how many possible recipes there are. If you never crafted that item before, you learn the recipe. I really like the experience system and the randomness ArenaNet brought to crafting. As always, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit the like button below and to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all next week.